Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today I am finally reacting to Aurora for the first time. I have heard her. I did see Frozen 2, but I have not heard any of her solo work or any of her songs. So we're starting with Murder Song. This is her performance from the 2015 Nobel Peace Prize Concert. Here we go.
Five, four, three, two, one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He holds the gun against my head. I close my eyes and back I am dead.
Oh my gosh. Obviously Frozen 2 is not a great representation of this artist. I mean, I'm sure it is in some capacity because that was what she did there was beautiful, but I love how youthful her tone is. It's so pure, I think, is what's striking me, but also her mix voice is so smooth. I'm gonna try and go back just a smidge. Let me see if I can point that out.
He holds the gun against.
Okay, so right there when she did against, she flipped into head. I say flipped into head voice, but there was no break. It was so seamless. It was so seamless. One more time.
Against my head, I close my eyes and back.
That, oh my goodness, that is the most perfect mix sound. You can hear the head resonance in there, but it just has, it's so grounded, and you can still tell that she's engaging that chest voice. I'm also really, I know I keep like pausing, but even from like these snippets and these little chunks, like she's so engaging to watch. She's so into this. Okay.
My eyes and back, I am dead. I know he knows that he's killing me for mercy, and here I go. Oh, 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 and here I go. Oh, 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 oh.
I love that duet. Their timing was, it was so good. I'm like, where's my phone? I want to see how old she is and how old she was in this performance. She wasn't even 20. Oh my goodness. Vocally, the tone of her voice matches that in my head, but there's something very mature about what she's doing. I feel that a lot of younger performers, younger singers, it's about the performance. They really are trying to like feed the audience and give them a show, and she just seems like so laser focused on the music. And of course, when you see that in an artist, that makes you want more, that really does invite you in, but it's just, there's just such a level of maturity to this performance that I don't know that I usually anticipate.
And he holds my body in his arms. He didn't mean to do no harm, and he holds me tight.
Okay, so many cool things just happened in this verse. Hold on.
My body.
Okay, you can hear that forward placement, but it also has really nice open throat, like pharyngeal space sound.
And he holds my body in his didn't mean.
And then here, didn't mean, it's so much brighter, and so it like so much contrast in like 2 sentences. But it's much brighter, a little bit lighter, more head resonance.
To do no harm and
And that was really beautiful. So she did he in complete head voice and then went back into mix.
he didn't mean to do no harm and he holds me tight. Oh, he did all to spare me from the awful things in life that comes, and he cries and cries.
That's such a pretty tone. That pretty tone. I was gonna say tone and sound at the same time. Town. No. Okay. What I loved about what she just did was she used straight tone in head voice. So it had just that extra bit of clarity and that extra focus. Let me play that back.
Cries and cries. I know he knows that he's killing me for mercy, and here I go. Oh, 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 oh. And here I go. Oh, 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 oh.
I don't want to say she's acting. She's just so in this that like she's emoting, like she's portraying like physical emotion, which I love. The fact that it's not affecting her vocals is an awesome thing. But also, whenever you're doing all these constant, like, these pulses, you have to be very particular. You have to be very intentional, very mindful to not lose, like, that pure intonation, that, like, laser focus intonation. It would be easy to get swept up in the emotion of what you're saying and let that affect your vocals, and she's not.
He holds my body in his arms. He didn't mean to do no harm, and he holds me tight. Oh, he did it all to spare me from the awful things in life that comes, and he cries and cries.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting so much, I don't even know, passion, so much volume. When you hear a voice like this that's so ethereal and just such a pure tone, you don't always hear those singers force much air pressure, amp up the volume, like play around with too many vocal textures, and I feel like I just wasn't expecting her to do that, which was very exciting. Let me see if I can... Let me go back.
He holds my body in his arms. He didn't mean to do no harm, and he holds me tight.
That was so cool. So definitely, predominantly, like chest voice mix, and then she flipped over. Oh, love that.
In his arms, he didn't mean to do no harm, and he holds me tight. Oh, he did it all to spare me from the awful things in life that comes, and he
I love that too, that diminuendo. Oh,
from the awful things in life that comes, and he cries and cries. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The gone is gone, and so am I, and here I go.
I'm glad I got to hear that ethereal head voice I was expecting, even though it was just for like a tiny portion at the end. You're probably noticing like a trend, but I love when singers just get out of their own way. Like when you get to show off, obviously she has a gorgeous voice, a beautiful voice, but that wasn't like what I was focused on for this whole performance. Like I was listening to the words she was saying and I was just watching intently like what her body was doing, and I love that. It was an experience for like the senses and not just, you know, for me to hear a voice. She does have a very distinct, recognizable, not only sound but sort of aesthetic, but from this alone, I think she showed off a lot of variety. And so I'm very curious how far sort of out of the box she goes with her music, if it's all kind of in this same vein or if, I don't know. But I'm gonna find out. So if you guys have any recommendations, please go ahead and comment below. Otherwise, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.